What is up, guys? Digitalnex, and here's some more interesting things that I just kind of found throughout the week. So let's just go talk about each of them. So one of the first ones I want to talk about is grinding your teeth. Yeah, we probably we grind our teeth in our sleep. I thought Grindr was an app, you know, for hustlers. I learned the hard way that it's not. Don't download it. Anywho, that's not what I'm talking about. Grinding your teeth is apparently becoming a trend. I don't know why, but
it's the social media craze that has dentists gnashing their teeth.
I'm gonna file my teeth down with a nail file because they're not perfect.
Why? That I don't understand what has compelled you to take a nail file and just, you know, so you got buck teeth. You know, you look like a beaver, that's okay. We're all meant to look different. You don't need to have perfectly round teeth. Mine are perfect. We all can't be, you know, God's favorite. I don't know what to tell you. Live with your default skin. Get over it. Something about a nail file on your teeth is disturbing. I have weird things like that. I don't know if you've ever like touched a wall. Obviously, you've touched a wall in your house, but sometimes there's walls that feel like kind of chalky or just like you wouldn't want to put your nails on. God, Sniper has walls like that at her house, and I absolutely hate it. I do not touch the walls of her house. They are disgusting. I hope she tears her house down and starts over again. Okay, enough of my yapping. Let's move on to the next clip. You know, normally I dedicate a whole video to this, but you know, today we're here, we found some Karens. God, I love Australians. I wish I can do a good Australian accent. But hell, mate. Oh, Jesus, that was horrible. Anyway, we found some Australians, you know, out in the wild. God, out in the wild. We found them. They're there. Let's just take a look.
Did you say?
No, I was just going to say, just for like a safety factor, I just don't want you guys to come through, just because, like, don't come through the horses, just because, just in case the horse is, like, just the restroom or something, or, like, you know, something.
Why is the
happens.
horse
I just
fronting
don't want
me?
anybody to get frustrated, like, if their car runs over.
Oh, so you don't want us to utilize our recognized mode of transportation because you're worried about.
Okay, listen. It's a simple ask. The conversation should have just been like this. Ma'am, I think you guys coming on here on your horses is really cool. I just please ask that maybe not come through the drive-thru. Maybe, you know, park those bad boys out front and then come in and get your order. It's kind of a safety thing, you know, with people in the cars and the horses, you know. An act of God might happen and your horse might get startled and run out, like, you know, jump on top of a car, kick someone's car, and then you're liable, and then the company's liable, and it's just a whole mess. Also, you know, sometimes your horse might have to go to the bathroom and they can't control that all the time, and they might go to the bathroom in here, and then we have to clean it up. Because I know for a fact you're not going to get off your horse and clean up the driveway, you know, because then that's going to take time and stuff like that. You're not going to do all that. But instead, she has to go ahead and be a Karen. You don't want us to use our modes of transportation. You telling me you don't own any, none of you own cars? None of you only own horses. Like you use horses 24/7 to get around. Little house on the prairie, you that's all your mode? That's all you got to go on?
Whether or not
That's all.
we're a customer, what are we?
Yeah, no, I know, but.
Are you the manager? Are you the manager? Are you making that call for the corporation?
Yes, that's
Is that your story and you're going to stick to it?
It's policy.
Because Nathan was a manager over on Buck Owens Boulevard, and he tried that with me several years ago, and he lost.
I'm not trying to fight you, ma'am. I'm just telling you for everyone's safety, please come through the drive-thru in a car. That's all I'm asking. A motorcycle, a car, preferably not a bicycle, but you know, I'm just saying something along those lines. Not a horse. Not a horse. Stop horsing around, ma'am. Is that too hard to understand? What do you guys think in the comment section? Is he being unfair? Is he asking too much? Who was in the wrong? Also, I think this happened like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know. This video was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago. Anyone else seen the Chase Money glitch? It was probably all over your For You page on TikTok. I don't think you should trust anything that's called a glitch IRL. Yeah, you should try this money glitch. Yeah, definitely don't try that. That just sounds stupid. The fact that you would ever think that something like that would work and have no consequences, yeah, you might have gotten money, but there's consequences afterward. So I'm sure you've probably all seen this video. essentially people were lining up over the past like week or so, going to the Chase banks and essentially doing this glitch. What it was you would write a check. From my understanding, I'm not an expert on this, but from my understanding, if you had a Chase account, you would write a check to yourself, how much ever money you wanted. You would put it into your account. That's right, your account that you had to open up with all your legal information about you. You would put it into that account, and you would withdraw that money before the ATM or the bank kind of really like realized that the check wasn't a real check, or like the check wasn't gonna go through or shouldn't go through. That was pretty much it. So let's say you wrote a check for, you know, $250,000 and it went through. You would then withdraw as much money as you possibly could, and then you were like, cool, that's it, you know. Then the bank will be like, oh, it was an error, we're just gonna clear it. That was essentially what you thought was gonna happen. That was supposed to be the glitch. You're like, oh my god, infinite money glitch, we got it. Let's use it until they fix it. No, they then put everyone's accounts in the negatives, and there's videos of people crying and showing their accounts that just have $99 million in the negatives. It didn't work. Why would you ever think this would work? I don't understand. Essentially, it's just check fraud. That's all it was. It was check fraud with a new name. So don't do that. Don't be silly. Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel dumb?
How I keep my gamer son hydrated. So my son's so fussy and doesn't like the taste of plain water. We've got a huge supply and he is loving it. With the school holidays, he doesn't even have to go out of his room to get a drink.
Speaking of someone who has the physique of a Discord mod, but is not one, surprisingly. That's how you make one. Drink water. I feel like I'm not one to talk. I would drink, you know, sugary drinks all the time. I would drink soda or Capri Suns. Thank God they're making Capri Suns. Anyone else see that? They're making Capri Suns in bottles now. But the pouch. Well, I'm tired of poking a hole through the pouch, okay? I want to drink a whole bottle of Capri Sun, not just the two big old sips I get from a pouch. I drink water. You know what helps me drink water? Having funny anime women. I'm covering it up, but that's Bao, the VTuber. She's really nice. I met her in person. Anyway, yeah, having funny anime women on my cup helps me drink water. Who knew? Just drink water, Fivehead. What do you mean you don't like the taste of water? You're made up of it. Drink it. The high quality H2O is good for you. It's good water. You know? Drink it. I don't know about mixing it with Prime. You're doing it. Would you say you were doing? A 2080 mix? Another thing I saw was this principal apparently is placed on leave because he threw it back. That is right. The school's mascot decided it was gonna, you know, give the principal a little dance, and everyone seems to be having fun. Principal's having a little, you know, a little too much fun, and I guess he got put on leave for this right here. So that little stunt cost the principal to be put on leave. Let me know if you think that was justified. What was, you know, would you be like, whoa, Digital, that's too much. Digital, who cares, you know? Should the principal be put on leave for something like that? I think everyone was having fun. It was in good spirits. He was raising, you know, the morale of the students and having fun with everyone. And I think that was it, you know, and I don't think anything, me personally, I don't think anything too crazy was going on. It was a principal being silly, and just overall school spirits were going up, I guess. I don't know what happened after that. That's as much as the information I got on that school principal thing. If you know any more information, let me know in the comments section down below. So the next topic of discussion, Fortnite. Oh, I know, some people just don't like Fortnite. So, you know, for the first part of this segment, Mantax, can you put some surf riders or subway rider gameplay underneath me so I can keep you guys' attention, you know, jingle some keys. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and be talking about Fortnite. Ninja doesn't want to play Fortnite anymore. Surprise, surprise, that's Ninja's game. I don't know if he was the first creator to ever receive a skin on Fortnite, but I saw this clip saying he wants to go to Call of Duty. So you can watch the clip with me.
I'll say it. I'll say what needs to be said. I'll say it because no one else is saying it. All right, the season's.
But then again, I feel like Ninja says that about every season. Every season of Fortnite, you're gonna have something you hate, whether it be Captain America's shield or Doom's gauntlets or the cars from last season. There's always gonna be something to hate on.
Bro, like, this season is wild! Also, did you see that guy through the stairs hit me twice perfectly and I hit him for 26? No, he hit me in one shot. 90, bro.
Listen, Fortnite's a fun game. And when I say Fortnite's a fun game, it means I get my duo on, which is Doki. Me and her play it, and we probably play like 5 matches and then call it a day, because that's all I can handle from the sweats on Fortnite. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my honest opinion on Fortnite. I feel the only reason Fortnite is still relevant to this day or still popular is because it takes popular IPs, and what I mean by that, it takes popular things like Marvel, anime, artists. It takes all these popular things and throws them into the game, because then you're gonna be like, oh my god, Naruto's in Fortnite, Spider-Man's in Five Nights at Freddy's is in Fortnite, I have to play, because then you get FOMO. Fortnite is essentially giving you FOMO, because if you don't get the skin, it's not, you know, you're kind of missing out. If you don't get that emote, you're missing out. I don't know what, but that's essentially why Fortnite is still so popular to this day. Maybe not as much as it used to be, but it's still pretty much up there, because of just, it takes everything popular and throws it into the game and creates a sense of FOMO, and you feel like, you know, you got to play at least this season or you're missing out. Oh my god, Doom's there, everyone's talking about Doom. That's crazy. I got to get in on this. I've never heard of Doom before, but you know, obviously I have, but you know, we got to get in on this action. We got to play. It's kind of like, I mean, I don't know. But let's keep seeing what Ninja has to say.
He hit me for 90 HP flying around, bro. I can't get shield, dude. This game is... How the hell do I not have shield?
I'm just saying, his rage is... His
Like,
rage is
are we gonna talk
validated.
about it?
I'd be...
Are we gonna talk about that? My body is behind the wall. This guy is rotating from the other side.
He wants to do this again. I know he does.
SMGs.
It's in his blood. It's in
What
his
is
DNA.
happening, bro? I don't want to play this game anymore. Dude, get me off this. I'm going to cop.
See, you'll go to COD until you realize Omni movement. Until someone just like 580 flips and no scopes you in Call of Duty. Then you're gonna go back. I don't know. You know what I think is coming? I think a good FPS game is coming. Maybe it's a battle royale, maybe it's not. I'm making it vague, so it seems like I'm predicting the future. But I hope and I think that a really good FPS game is gonna come, and it is gonna take over, and it's gonna be insane. And that's what everyone's gonna be playing. Because I think we're due for one. You know? What FPS is there to play right now besides Call of Duty and Fortnite? You know? I don't know. And one of the last things I want to talk about, and I just saw, is that apparently Pokimane was trying a celebrity dating apps. I didn't know this. I've heard of maybe one celebrity dating app. Not that I would ever be on there, but I know there are celebrity dating apps, so you know, that way famous people can get together with other rich and famous people. And apparently she never got accepted. Dexerto, Dexerto? I always wanted... I feel like I'll make it when Dexerto writes an article about me. I don't know what for. God, I hope it's not about me being canceled, but something good, you know? You know, look at this YouTuber who, you know, let's pump him up. Pump him above Sniper. Don't tell her I said that, but let's pump him up, you know? Apparently, she was trying to get on this dating app called Raya, and she never got accepted. She got waitlisted. And she's like, okay, well then I'm just not gonna use it. And people took it as like, her just like, oh, if they don't want me, then they can't have me, you know? We'll play the clip from her video because she talked about it in her own YouTube video.
Anyways, other random little update that kind of pisses me off, but that I think might be funny to share. Living in LA, like, I really don't meet that many new people. People kind of keep to themselves or like to their friend groups. Even when you go to like parties or events or whatever, people are not that friendly.
What she's saying is true. Influencer parties are very, not egotistical, but like, oh, my numbers are bigger than yours, so I probably shouldn't be talking to you. Oh man, maybe we should collab because you are bigger than me and I want some of that. I want some of that influence, you know? It feels like when you go to those parties, you're marketing yourself, and it feels like an auction house, essentially. You're trying to like, you're shopping. I don't know. I don't really care for influencer parties, but yeah, it is everyone. It's very cliquey, like high school, just kind of stupid. And everyone just does keep to their own friend group or people they already know. And so it's like, well, what's the point of everyone being at this party if we're not all gonna like try to get to know someone new? You know? Isn't that the whole point of a party? But it's whatever.
Unless they know they can benefit from you, but that's a story for another day. So, frankly, one of the best ways to date is dating apps. But in the past, when I've tried to use dating apps, everybody reports me because they think I'm catfishing myself. So there's this dating app called Raya, and the whole premise of Raya is that you have to apply, and it's supposed to be like a really exclusive dating app with celebrities, and so you have to be accepted into the app, which, can I just say respectfully, I think is so cringe. Like, I think the premise is so cringe.
I mean, that's fine for her to think that it's cringe, but I guess it's also a way for rich people to get with other rich people without having to leave the comfort of their own house, you know? It's kind of like door dashing for dating. I don't know what to tell you. Me personally, if I wasn't married, I would like to date someone who doesn't know who I am. I would like to date someone who's not into social media, you know? I mean, obviously everyone's on social media, but what I mean by that is like maybe someone who's like works at a library, or someone who occasionally, you know, sits on their phone and like checks TikTok and like, oh, that's funny, you know, I'm like 40 minutes on TikTok and then they're off. Something like that. I've never thought influencers trying to date other influencers was ever a good idea. I just feel like it doesn't work. You guys are just too concentrated on doing your own thing. That's me personally. I just think that if you're an influencer, you should probably, you know, I feel like you'll have better success at a relationship if you date someone who's not an influencer or in the social media scene. But, you know, teach their own. Hey, you do your own relationships. Let me know how it works.
Also, potentially my best shot at meeting someone half decent, kind of. 2-3 months ago,
you gotta go on a famous dating person. You gotta go on a rich people app to find someone decent
to respond to my application. So I go on the app and they're like, we have an answer for you. I'm like, oh, let's go. I click the next button and it goes, you've been waitlisted. We check our waitlist often and we'll give you an update soon. I said, what do you mean? And I'm not.
I mean, just do the wait list. What are you in a rush? I mean, I don't know. I feel bad, you know, it's whatever. You know, but I get where she's coming from. It's like, you know, just throw me in there. Like, what do you mean wait list? Bro, there's a line. How many rich and famous people are trying to get into this app right now? I assume playing the dating game while being rich and famous is playing the game on hard, because you have to find someone who, you know, wants you for you and like you share, you know, ideas and thoughts with, but also isn't just with you for the money and stuff. So it'd be rough. So one of the next stories I want to talk about, and maybe the last story for today that just came out. I know I'm wearing something new. That's because this literally just came out over the weekend and it seems that everyone's talking about it. Nikocado Avocado. I can taste the heart attack coming.
I know. Oh God.
That is right. If you know, I started doing a thing on here. Maybe it wasn't me who started, but I felt like I was reacting to weird mukbangs, you know, before a lot of people. Weird cringe mukbangs. And, you know, he made weird cringe mukbangs, so I felt like, you know, we deserve to talk about him just a little bit. So if you don't know what's happening with Nikocado Avocado, he recently posted on his second channel that he is 2 steps ahead. Apparently, from what I read real quickly, he has been losing weight the past 2 years, and he has only been uploading like he made a bunch of videos. This was a whole social experiment. The mad lad did it. The evil genius, Dr. Evil himself, made a bunch of videos, pre-recorded them, and I'm gonna sent them out for the internet to feast, to make fun of. He called it a social experiment. He wanted people to just basically sit there and watch him. I'm not too sure what the social experiment was, but I think we failed. And I'll show you a clip from this video so you can kind of see what he looks like now. So this is the video he just recently posted.
Dangerous.
This is how he started out the video.
I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. So I am the villain, because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me, year after year after year.
Of course we're gonna consume stories. That's just the internet nowadays. Of course, we live vicariously through others. That's why people like to watch videos. It's a good video, don't get me wrong. I think this was insane. This is crazy, the dedication that he did. I would love to have that type of dedication. He looks good. He looks really good. I don't know. I think he was in health. He was a health nut before, so I think he knows how to like really lose the weight, what exercises he needs to be doing. Overall, Nikocado Avocado, if you're watching this, please help me lose the weight. Help me! He looks good, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, in the past, I have talked about him because he was in my cringe mukbang. He was having meltdowns in mukbangs, and it was something fun to watch. It was something that a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, here's Nikocado Avocado again. He's gonna, what weird silly thing is he gonna do now? And now here he is. Look at him, he looks good. You know, I think the last time I saw a video of him, he had a breathing tube in. You know, he was riding around Walmart on a scooter. I'm not at that level. God, I hope I'm never at that level. But I'm just saying, he looks good. We were just ants in his social experiment. And you know what? He won. He really did. This video came out 21 hours ago and has over 15 million views. This was then I think this was posted on his main channel.
Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants. Influence the ants. Brainwash the ants.
If you really think about it, your favorite YouTubers can tell you whatever story. And if you believe it, you believe it. You know, they can spin whatever they want because essentially, you know, you're just watching. You're not on the back end of things. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And that's how a lot of things are. And like, especially as someone before I started YouTube and then getting more into it and seeing more behind the scenes, you guys really don't know everything that goes on behind the camera. Like, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of misinformation, a lot of like gears in place. There's just a lot of things working or going on that make the whole bigger picture spin. Does that make sense? I know I'm just jumbling words. There's just a lot of things going on, and we don't know what's happening. We don't know how people are feeling. We don't know what people were just thinking or why they're doing what they're doing. But I have to say, this is probably not on my bingo card for YouTube. This was not what I was expecting. So far, anything that has to do with YouTubers has not been a good one. Yeah, you'd swear they were all Minecraft YouTubers or something. But yeah. Anyways, definitely watch Nikocado Avocado's full video if you want to see the whole thing. It's 25 minutes long. Check it out. See what he has to say. See how you were the ant in his scheme, in his story. You know, like he said, he is the villain. And remember, Nikocado Avocado is always 2 steps ahead. But anyways, you guys, that is what I thought was interesting throughout the week. Let me know what you guys thought and if you want to see more of these. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, everyone.